Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is something that a lot of people are worried that might just affect the United States. So, imagine, one day you can't buy groceries. You can't get on a plane. You can't upload to YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, right? And it's because you don't have the digital ID that everyone is talking about. And it's because it's not tied to your bank, your face, or every transaction that you've made. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it's not. It's on page 78 of the 2016 WEF document that was sent to me by a subscriber. So I'm going to break it down for you before it breaks us down. Okay? This is over 100 pages long. It's a report. It's called The Blueprint for Digital Identity that was co-written by Deloitte. DELOITTE. Okay? So here we go. What the global elites planned for your and mine identity 9 years ago, and how much of it is already here today. On page 15, it says, identity is a critical pain point for fintech innovators. Translation, big banks hate paperwork. On page 18, it lists 5 trends that are driving this. Okay. Exploding transaction volume, rising customer expectations, more stringent regulatory requirements. Hello, KYC on steroids. So what is their fix for all of this? Turn banks into identity providers, or IDPS. You walk into whatever your bank is, okay? Say you use Chase Bank, okay? They scan your face, they link it to your social security number, your credit score, even what you just had delivered from Amazon, okay? And boom. That's your digital passport, your life, okay? They admit it. It's not a joke, okay? 1 billion people lack formal ID, okay? And that's on page 11 of that report. Their solution is not paper IDs, okay? Like your social security card, your birth certificate, okay? That's, okay. It's mandatory digital layers, biometrics, behavioral data, assigned attributes. And the kick in the ass is on page 78. It says, users would have full control over which IDPS holds their attributes. Full control. Until the bank freezes your accounts for sus activity. We've seen that movie. All right. So they map out 5 flavors or digital ID. Okay, so let's rank them from I can live with that to 1984 on steroids. All right. You have the internal. Okay, it's just your company login. Okay, fine. All right, I gotta log in anyway on the app just to see what I'm doing. All right. Then you have the external authorization. It's like when you sign into Google, okay, it's convenient, but Google sees everything like they do now. Then it's decentralized. Okay, one master database. Think India's Aadhaar, AADHAAR. 1.3 billion people, one breach away from disaster. And then it's federated. Banks team up. Denmark's NEMID. Okay, you pick your bank, but they share your data. Okay, and the fifth one. Distributed. Blockchain buzzword. Sounds decentralized until BlackRock runs the nodes. So what is their favorite? Federated and distributed hybrid. Banks as gatekeepers. Blockchain as the immutable leash. Page 64. Financial institutions shall lead. Not you, not me, not even Congress. Banks. Okay. Fast forward to right now, November 2025. 30 plus states now issue mobile driver's licenses. Apple's digital ID launched this month. Your passport in wallet scanned at 250 airports. Login.gov forces biometrics for VA benefits. Are you a veteran? Is your husband a veteran? Is your son a veteran? Your daughter or your grandfather or what? Okay. Ask them. Login.gov. Okay. So, and I want you to take a guess, one wild guess, that's all you get, to who is doing the advising on this. No? The FIDO Alliance, FIDO. Same group that's cited in the WEF report. Their board, Google, Microsoft, and all the big banks. Okay, remember WEF's minimum viable system? That is your what? Your phone. They said start small. The interconnect. That's the pre-check at the airport linking to your banking app. That's the IRS, the e-file, requiring your facial recognition. Okay, it's here. Okay, I didn't want to believe it. Okay, I really didn't. But then I was I was reading and researching, and I said, holy shit. Okay, now let's talk brass tacks. Okay, let's talk brass tacks. What does this mean for us, patriots, freedom-loving Americans? No ID, no economy. Page 11, inclusion for the unbanked. Reality? If you reject the digital ID, you are locked out of banking, traveling, even going on Twitter. Okay, what's the next thing? Banks and government. WEF says that the banks should lead because governments are failing. UKID, card flop. But banks freeze accounts for wrong thinking. Okay, Canada 2022, anyone? Okay. Is this computing in your brain yet? Okay. Now, privacy theater. All right. They promise user control. Page 78. Again, revocability and visibility. Until the Patriot Act 2.0 says national security. Okay. What about global interoperability? Page 89. Connect national systems. That's the EU's EIDAS talking to US MDLs and China's social credit score. One breach, one backdoor, global dominoes. You know, I always say everything's like a domino effect. Well, here you go. Okay. Look, now I'm not saying burn the phone. Okay. Not saying anything like that. Okay. I'm not saying throw it in the trash. I'm not saying cancel T-Mobile or anything like that. Okay. But we can push back. But you have to do it now. Okay. Opt out where possible. Use cash. Get a paper license. Say no to facial login. Okay. On your phone. Have you ever noticed? They say, you want to do facial recognition? You want to use your fingerprint? A lot of them have the fingerprint on the side. Say, no. Wrong with you. Okay. Support state level pushback. Okay. Montana, Texas. Those two states blocking federal ID mandates. Amplify them. Demand transparency. FOIA, who your bank's data sharing agreements. Ask, who is my IDP? Build parallel systems. Crypto wallets. Decentralized IDs like self-sovereign identity or SSI. Real user control, not this WEF version caca. Okay. Let's make digital identity a 2026 midterm issue. Okay. I want to give a shout out to the subscriber who sent me this. Your email lit a fire under my tuchus. Okay. This isn't left, right, blue, red, nothing. It's control versus freedom. They wrote the playbook in 2016. We're in the fourth quarter of 2025. Okay. But the game's not over. Okay. Even if we have to go into overtime. All right. Even if we have to go into overtime. Because we got to win the wild card in order to be in the running to get into the Super Bowl. We're going to do it. Okay. I want you to hit the bell icon. I want you to share, comment, and subscribe. No digital ID below. Comment. Do that. I read every single comment. Okay? Until next time, I want you to stay vigilant. Okay? Please. I want you to stay safe. Stay positive. Keep prepping. And as always, fear less and God bless.